Start. Today we're gonna practice all threading related stuff, and we will talk about IO streams also. Okay, IO streams and threading practice. Sorry. Yeah, let's move on. First, practice extends a thread class implements a runnable interface. Extends a thread class implements runnable interface. Now, what? How to do that? Go to IntelliJ. Extends a thread class example. Now what I'm writing extends thread class. Now I'm writing here PSVM public static void main. Now what we need to do, we have to call public void run method. Run method. Then you can use for loop for int I is equal to 0, I is less than is equal to 10, I plus plus. This is simple loop. I'm writing it in the for loop method. Maybe I can say system.out println I. That means I am printing high. Now what happened? I need to call the run method using start. How to call? Create a object of this class reference variable is equal to new class. See, this is the class name, reference variable, new class name, and parenthesis open and closed and uh, uh, that. Now how to call this? You can call using start. Whenever you're calling a start method, internally it will call run method. That I already showed you in the last session. Okay, now how to call this? If you see debug mode, nothing. Okay, the one click here, one click here. That's it. Then right click, run in debug mode. Mode. See now this is a example. Okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, this is the example. Now, if you're going to see here, missed call symbol is there, right? That is nothing but a step over. Step over is nothing but click on that. Then it call the run method. It will print. See, it is printing 0 to 9. That is a call. Now, internally, how it is calling run method? Extends a thread class. Extends a thread class. If you're clicking on a thread class, we're seeing runnable interface. If their thread class implements runnable interface internally, they're calling a run method. They're calling a run method. Now I want to call same thread two times. Extends a thread class two times. Yesterday only I told you, if you're calling two times in same thread, what it will give? It will give illegal state exception because already it started a thread. Again, you're planning to start a thread. Then what happened? It's saying illegal state exception. Illegal state exception. See, illegal state exception is given. Because first thread it's printing the value. Second thread you're trying to call, it should print, right? It's not printing because already one thread is started. If you are calling second time, it is giving illegal state exception. What is that? Illegal state exception it will give. Now, maybe instead of like, instead of my run method, not run method like that, you can print run method. Okay. Now, that is a first example. What is the example? Extension thread class. In that extension thread class, how to call? First, you need to call, you need to extension thread class or implement a runnable interface. What is the disadvantage of extension thread class? If you're extending, if you're extending one class, you might not extending other class because multiple inheritance does not support the Java. Okay, that is the reason what what we are doing. We are not going to extend a thread class. Okay, now implement a runnable interface we will do. Then how to implement runnable interface? Write a class class name example implements runnable interface. Whenever you're calling a implements runnable interface has a run method. Then what it will tell you? It will ask you to implement your method. Then override your method. Now you can call public static void main ps VM. Now how to call the any method? You can create a object of that class. Creating a object of this class. Okay. Now what happened? If you're calling dot start method, there is no start method in this. Runnable interface implements, runnable example implements runnable interface. There is no start method here. How to call and run? Now maybe I can say, see this I want to print. This I want to print. But what happened? There is no run method in runnable. There is no start method in runnable interface. Where is a start method? Start method will be there in thread class. Now what you need to do? Thread is equal to new thread. You need to create object that the thread it will do. You have to sorry. This you can remove. You have to pass this reference to this thread class. Now T down start. Now what happened? It will call your runnable interface method because runnable interface does not have a start method. You're not gonna start run method using start method. For example, if you're running this, why you need to use start method? Why can't you use call directly run method? I already mentioned if you're directly calling a run method, that is not creating one more thread. See, it's calling. That is not creating a one more thread. It is like a single thread. How to check? I already told you. What is how to check that one? S out of current thread. And, current thread. If you're using this, you'll get to know what is the difference between. Okay, what is the difference between calling directly run method and calling using thread. I already explained yesterday. Now see, for example, see this is the thread main, one thread. Whenever calling t dot start thread 0, this is the second thread. Okay, you're not you want to differentiate, then you can differentiate it like okay. If you're giving double quote, that is nothing but a run thread. Run thread is nothing but a thread 0. See, thread 0. This way, it will work, implements a runnable interface and implements a, what is that called? Extends a thread class, implements a runnable interface. Now, we will talk about one more thing called, okay, thread priority. Okay. Now, thread priority, I already told you, it is starting from 0 to 10. 1 to 10, sorry, 1 to 10. Maybe let me write one small example for thread priority. Example. Public static void main. Now, what we need to do, system.out.println. I already told you, thread dot, current thread dot, get priority. Okay. Now, what is this priority? This main class priority, I already told you 5. 5 is the main class priority. See, 5. Okay. Now I want to, max priority 10, right? Normal priority. Okay. Normal priority is the, what it is called. This is main class, main method is a normal priority. Now I want to change the priority. Okay, I want to change this priority. For example, main class priority, you want to change it. Then what we need to do? Thread dot, current thread dot, set priority, max priority I can give 10. Now if you're printing your main thread priority, see current thread get right, it will print 10 because you're changing your priority. Priority means thread priority might be or might not be, you can change it, but in real time they won't allow to accept or they won't accept to change the thread priority. Whatever it's there, it will take care. It's not like won't like it. allow. Okay, that is a one kind of thread priority. Thread priority is coming from what is that? Min priority is 1, max priority 5, normal priority main class 5, or max priority 10, normal priority 5. How to increase the priority? Thread dot current thread dot get set priority. If you want to increase, you can increase it. Okay. Now we will talk about some some methods. Okay. Sleep method. For example, here only example we can write. What is that? I mean to say, I have implements or extends, whatever it may be, extends thread class. Or maybe already we have example, right? Why are you writing again? Null. Here runtime, runnable interface example is there. Now runnable example interface is there. While printing a run method, if you're giving here 100, for example, here 100. Okay. Then how much time it's taking? It's taking like uh, it's a fraction of seconds only. It's like printing 100 values. I'm not able to see this. It's very fast. Now, while going to the, any airport, you're going to the airport. Okay? For example, that is that. Okay. Okay. You're going to the airport. In the airport, what happens? It is there in that what is the arrival flight, arrival and dispatcher, and what is the time, what is the flying time, and all the things will be shown. Airport. Even railway station also it will show. This is the train number, arrival, dispatch, and something. What it will happen each and every some seconds, it is looping. It is looping. It will be like woman see, maybe woman can see like within second can see, and again it will change. That kind of scenario we have to use thread dot sleep method. Thread dot sleep. For example, I want to print a run method, run run method. This one, it's like step by step. Thread dot. That means one by one within fraction of seconds. I want to wait, then print. Then you can say 100 milliseconds. Then it is throwing some exception. Then you have to use surrender with the try catch. That's it. You don't need to write anything. Now when you run the application, you'll see how it is running. It start fastly. It's like, printing. I want 1000 milliseconds. They can't see human, right? That is the reason. See, now thread 1 print, thread 2 printed, thread 3 printed. Like that, it will print 100. You can see, you are now able to see now. Previously, we can't see because it's very fast. See, now it's printing. Instead of that differentiation, I can add here I, so that 1, 2, 3 like that you can see. Instead of run method, run method, run. Now I'll run this again. Thread 0. Maybe I can differentiate very nicely. Now you can see. You come by run method 1, 0, like that it will print. See, you're able to see. Previously, when you're running, we can't see the any method. That is thread dot sleep. For example, you want to more time, then you can add instead of 2000, 1000, 2000 you can add. So that it will be wait some kind of time and it will run. Wait some time. Yeah.
Okay, in real time projects, how we are using these threads?
In real time, how we are using? Actually, gaming application only this type of things we are using. If is not a gaming application, if it is an, for example, uh, banking application, or it is, you know, uh, different domains, like insurance domain, except gaming application. Gaming application only they are using this type of, programming because see, when you are going to, I'll tell you, maybe so that you can understand. For instance, gaming you're playing. What happened? This is the road. Road is one thread. Here it's coming trees. Opposite it's coming vehicles. This is tree is one thread. Opposite is coming one more bus is one thread. It's going some pond be there. This is a one thread. Here it's going by train. This is a one thread. It's going by flight. This is a one thread. This kind of scenario, they'll go for threading. That is like gaming. Coming to the our scenarios instead of manipulating this kind of thread, they are using executor services. Executor services ex is equal to new executor start new fixed thread pool of 10 execute dot submit task. Which application you need to call, you have to pass it. That's it. Then what happened? This 10 thread will be get into the pool, thread pool, and take that thread pool calling this application simultaneously. For example, you're giving 10 threads, 100 requests is coming. Then 10 times it's calling that particular application parallelly and get the response. Then you can use finally ex dot get. Then get the list of employees like that you'll get. This way they are using in real time. I'll tell you how to use also real time once we are writing POCs. Okay. POC means like whatever you have implemented in real time, same thing we are gonna implement here, and we are pushing into the code GitHub also. That is the way they are using. Now entirely different case again coming. Java 1.8 onwards, they removed this also, all threading related stuff. They are implemented only complete build feature. That complete build feature is, some kind of, you know, uh, compare than executor services very faster due to there is no locking. Okay. Then executor service EX is equal to executor service may complete build feature. Complete build feature F is equal to new complete build feature. F dot supply, then apply, then async dot join dot get. That's it. Then we have to pass your downstream application here. Then automatically it will work and it will give the response. If it is more than, you can use join. If it is less, no need to use join, you can use get method. This way they have implemented in real time. They are not using extension thread class, start and all. They won't use. Because if you are using this kind of scenario, thread t is equal to new thread t dot start, you are starting JVM, what it will do? JVM will take care of all the things. You have to specify what you want. If you are writing this way, yes, we can write it. But if something is happened, they may get a data mismatch. How to get data mismatch? For example, you're writing a thread t is equal to new thread t dot start. Now what happened? Booking system you're calling. Now what? Same time, one person booking from Bangalore to Mumbai, one person is booking from Bangalore to Chennai. If thread is not maintaining the proper, you're not manipulating the proper, what happened? This person, X person, Y person, my X person book Bangalore to Mumbai, Y person book Bangalore to Chennai. That kind of things will be happen. There you have to use synchronization. Again, when you're using synchronization, you may get a deadlock situation. If you get a deadlock situation, for example, your site is like locked 5 minutes or 5 seconds, then who will gonna use your site or website? That means website. This kind of things is there while using a threading. That's the reason they're minimizing all the things. They are using executor services or complete build feature. Okay, but this kind of things they won't use. Don't worry about that. This for just for learning purpose only. I'm facing threading. But how they are using in real time, I'll tell you. Maybe see just forget it all. Whatever I thought now, you can use complete. Okay. Java 8 they have introduced concurrency package complete build feature. Run async. See, just they'll write this kind of things. Okay. See, that's it. They're calling complete build feature should be complete build server. Just now I told supply async, then thread dot sleep. That's it. You don't need to create a thread. Thread T is equal to new thread T dot start that and all not required here. It's automatically, you know, call your things. Okay. That's way it will execute. For example, this one thread dot sleep method. You are like, say this kind of scenario for now how we are writing thread t is equal to new thread t dot start method, then it's calling run method and all, right? Nothing. It's not, they are not using like that. They are using different way of around. See, now I told you two for example two you know two applications you want to call, then you have to use complete build feature feature is equal to complete build feature supply sync. This is the one. Complete build feature supply is there sync two. Then what happened? Club together, then combine. Just combine the result, and finally using a get method. You can use combine, you can use join, whatever it is. That's it. This is the two applications at a time you're calling, and this kind of scenario they will use. This I'm gonna teach you guys, not now. Whenever we are using what it is called, I'm writing a POCs, right? For example, one microservice, another microservices, how you are calling, that kind of scenario, we are using this. But when they're going for threading in real time, I'll tell you now, then you understand. For example, you have a user app, you have a user app and a department app. And user app, okay, user app, user ID, username, department ID. Department tab, department ID, department name, department address, and all. Now what this app actually, it's allowing to call only one time, ask department ID, they'll give the department details. I want at a time 100 requests. Then how to use? Then use complete build feature and executor services. You can call this simultaneously, get the response given to the user. This kind of scenario, they'll go for complete build feature or executor services. But I'll tell you, I'm gonna teach you, don't worry. As of now, this is a basic concept you can see. That's an advanced concept. Maybe I can say concurrency package that. Okay? It's a but good question. I don't know who is asking. Yeah. Okay, then please join the next link. I think so 3 minutes is there. I do not stop this, remaining concepts will go ahead. Okay, then I'll stop.